for the real Hebrew Israelites. We're out here week in and week out down to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom called Babylon, aka spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah, Egypt, Syria, all those places. And not only that, we're going to tell you about the mark of the beast. So let's give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bahara Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, salutation to all the brothers that are out there teaching the truth and sincerity in the name of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. So today, I woke up around 3 and I was facing my window. There was a star. I thought it was a star, but stars move, right? If you're asleep and the star shows up at 3 in the morning, you go to sleep and wake up at 5 and it's still there, that means that it's not a star. So the chariots are going to play a big role. That'll be the end of my lesson, talking about the chariots, so hopefully I'll get to it. But the beginning of it is the word mark. So there's two words for mark we're going to get into. First one is in Hebrew. So let's see. Genesis 4 and 15. And Yahweh said unto him, Therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. So what he got marked, right? This mark came from Yahweh. He marked them. It's Hebrews 2. No, let's look at it. The mark is a wath, sign, signal, a distinguishing mark, banner, remembrance, miraculous sign, omen, warning, token, ensign, standard, miracle, proof. Probably from, the original is Hebrews 2:5. To consent or agree, a wath. So it's like an agreement, right? So Yahweh told Cain, look, you killed your brother. I'm going to mark you like this so that you don't get killed. So that was Hebrews 2:6. This is, well, there's more words to mark, but there's two types of meaning. This one is Leviticus 19 and 28. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai said no tattoos. That's another mark. And then this one is Kwai. And I don't remember if you ever watched Moby Dick, but there was a guy on it with a bunch of tattoos, and his name was Kwai. So they're just throwing these things in your face. Okay, so no tattoos. Okay, that's an incision, imprint, tattoo mark. That's the one I wanted. So let's go to, well, this one gave me the right one. But there's also two words in mark that say mark, maybe three, or no, two. It seems to be two. Yeah, two. I'm going to get the first one. 2 Timothy 4 and 11. Only Luke is with me. Take Mark, that's the name, and bring him with thee, for he is profitable to me for the ministry. And that is a name. So it's actually Marcos. And you might know a lot of people named Marcos. I got a brother-in-law named Marcos, and I got a doctor, for my shoulder. And that's another story. An evangelist, the author of the Gospel of Mark. Marcus was his Latin name. His Jewish name was John. He was a cousin of Barnabas and companion of Paul in some of his missionary journeys. But this is the one I'm worried about. Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So let's see. And that word for mark is Charagma. A stamp, an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers. It says here Antichrist, but we know it's just Edomites, which is the same thing. The mark branded upon horses, thin carved sculpture, graven work of idolatrous images. So, now I'm going to talk about what kind of mark it's going to be. So you have something on your phone called, let's see if it comes up. So there's a Bluetooth, right? There's that Bluetooth button. You turn that on, and it tells you, what you could do. And then there is, let's see if it has it. The NFC, Near Field Communications. So I don't know if you noticed, but those are marks too. And so this one says a stamp or a mark or an incision. My screen's cracked up, but so what could you do? Why would people get a mark on themselves? The obvious reason is to fit in, right? To be part of a crowd. If you go to the doctor, they have a mark with the snakes with wings. So that snake with wings is their mark, the medical field mark. But this mark is talking about something that's going to allow you to buy. So let's get let's see what's it called? Digital currency. It says digital currency, money or money-like assets that is primarily managed, stored, or exchanged on digital computer systems, especially over the internet. Types of digital currencies include cryptocurrency, virtual currency, and central bank digital currency. So that's a form of currency. And so now I'm gonna tell you how it works. But before that, let's talk about money. What kind of money is there? There's credit, there's silver, there's gold, there's assets, there's food. Food is a currency. Time is a currency. So if you go to a store, before you used to have to pay with money. Like you sir, your bill 62 something. You take out 100. She gives you change, or he gives you change, and you put the change in your pocket. So that $62 came out of your $100, and it has what's it called, increments, like the cents, the pennies, the smaller currency. That's called change. So for change in a digital currency, it goes back into your account. See, most of us have debit card, banking system. With that debit card, you can go to the store and buy stuff with money that you don't have. But you're going to pay it back, right? So now let's see how it works. Cryptocurrencies are digital tokens. And how do you store digital tokens? Why couldn't we get the camera going? I needed something to save that information, right? I needed that, what's it called? Shit, it's a card, the SD card, right? So, what do you think is gonna hold that cryptocurrency or that digital money? It's gonna have to have storage capacity. It's gonna need to run off electricity. Then there's gonna have to be like information stored, because you went to this store, you use this much money, but there's this much left. You're gonna have that. It's called a ledger. They are a type of digital currency that allows people to make payments directly to each other through an online system. And that online system allows you to buy anything from anywhere around the world. Now I'm gonna stop there because I said around the world. With this money, you can buy stuff from, let's say, Egypt with the currency that we use in here, American dollar. But now countries are getting together and they're called the BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. And I think they added Brazil. Brazil's one of them too. And I think they've added some other countries, but they're working on a form of currency where they can abandon the U.S. dollar. So now the U.S. dollar has to make a fight. They need to stay on top. Otherwise, the prophecy is not gonna have any effect. Because if they have a currency that's being devalued, they have to replace it with something that has more value. Cryptocurrency have no legislated or intrinsic value. They are simply worth what people are willing to pay for them in the market. So now we got to go back to the scripture. Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of the name. So now you have to have that. You have to have that in a little thing. And I don't have a chip, but I do have. Yeah, I'm gonna use this because this is doesn't matter. It doesn't have my information. Look at it's $25 gift card to the Olive Garden. See these numbers? They represent the amount, the card, right? And you scan this. This is a scanner, and that tells the people at the restaurant, hey, this guy's got $25 on it. Other than that, how much is this worth to you? If I say, hey, can you wash the dishes and I'll give you this, would you take it? No, because you don't know when the next time you're going to go be at that restaurant. You'd have to have a vehicle. So that's not worth anything to you